Okay. So last one is the foot in the door strategy. Have multiple products. Foot in the door strategy. Have multiple products. Some of those products may not make any financial sense to you, but they get your foot in the door of clients. It's very important to have a transaction. Whether a transaction is 10 rupees or 1 lakh rupees is immaterial. Just start the transaction. A person who's never bought any product from you, from 0 to go to 1 lakh rupees or 1 crore rupees is very, very difficult. To go from 100 rupees to 10 crore rupees is very easy. Because he's dealt with you once. He's gone through the entire cycle. He's comfortable with you. You've got his mind space. So plenty of companies have these products where they're making losses and it's deliberate. They're called loss leaders. So McDonald's was selling a cone for 10 rupees. How can McDonald's sell a cone for 10 rupees? 7 rupees. How can they afford a cone for 7 rupees? It's just unthinkable. Even the waffle must be costing more than 7 rupees. The cost price of the waffle must be more than 7 rupees. If you look at the transportation and the storage and all that. Now they know that plenty of kids will say, okay, we want this, and the adults will be very happy to get the kids inside. And once they're inside, they're trapped. Then I want this, I want that, I want this, or there's a toy on this looks good. So foot in the door strategy is extremely, extremely critical. So you've got to have products over various price points, and you can't be heavily invested in all those products because plenty of those products may not make money. So I have products of various price points for various learners and trainers. Rishi and I made a website called Free Learning Resources. It's actually free. You can get lots of resources there for free. But at least you come in. At least you see Rishi, Gangoly, Dharmendra Rai, that's going to be in your mind forever. If you download a resource and it comes to your inbox properly, you've gone through a transaction. And if the transaction's gone smoothly, then you just have a level of trust. You have a feeling that, okay, things work very well with these guys. So it's easier for those guys to then be upgraded to paid products than if you were to just go to these guys with paid products. So have lots of products at different price ranges and just focus on getting your foot in the door. If you get a yes for something small, it's very useful for you to get a yes for something big. But getting a yes for something big at the start from 0 is very, very difficult. Extremely, extremely difficult.
I'd like to share something from when I
Slightly louder so people they can hear.
When I started my business of imports of decorative stainless steel, there was no one doing this in the premium market. So I just approached Opis once, and they wanted to test us, and they asked for they were ready to pay us, but they wanted to import only 2 sheets. So importing 2 sheets was going to take away all my capital almost. But I took the chance, and I got the monopoly for the whole country.
Oh, fantastic!
With 1 order. I know it really works. So,
you can buy Tide washing powder for 1 rupee. You know?
Yeah.
In this age, you can buy washing powder for 1 rupee.
The packing cost.
There's no way they can recover money on that. There's no way they make money on that.
Once you are in yourself.
Yeah, if you use Tide, you like the smell. If it washes your clothes well, you're happy with it, then maybe you will feel like buying a big pack. Yeah.
I think it's some government policy that you need to introduce your products in a small location for a larger audience, larger crowd, buyers. Well, anyways, that
I doubt
wasn't my
that.
question.
Yeah.
My question is about the foot in the door policy. I loved the concept. However, my question is that do you need to be at an intermediate level in your business to implement this policy?
You have to do it. You should do it in all levels of business.
Because I'm thinking that if I started at a beginner's level, taking the McDonald's cone ka example, My concern is, what if I get buyers for that cone more than the original burgers? What am I supposed to do? Because that's not getting me any profit. The cones are not getting me any profit. So,
That's you got to have a strategy. You know, McDonald's knows because of this people are going to come in, and then they're very confident that the rest of the products will be very attractive. So if you don't have a strategy, then it's not going to work.
If you don't have product B available and you only got product A, then it's not going to happen. And if you have product A and B available and people are only going for A, that means either relook at B or stop A and B and rethink of another strategy. There's some reason why people are not buying B, which is supposing A is 1,000 and B is 1 lakh. Why is the 1 lakh one not selling? You need to rethink that strategy.
Even if you have a good product, you need people to know that there is another good product available to attract people.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to attract people's attention today. It's very, very difficult. On an average, there's a experiment done by a Stanford psychologist called Daniel Pink, and he's written a book called To Sell Is Human. He said on an average we get 400 messages per day, and I think it's not the right figure. I think the right figure is probably 1,000 messages a day. If you look at all the messages that you get in a day from WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, it's probably more than 1,000 per day. So if you don't have something which immediately grabs somebody's attention, then you're gone. So 7 rupee cone is immediate. People will definitely remember it, and there's a good chance that many people will visit it and will have that cone. So if you manage to grab somebody's attention, get him in, that's the way the strategy should work. Otherwise, there's no point.
For high-end services like a family investment offices or investment advisor at a very high level,
Yeah.
how can you use this technique?
For investments, one extremely good strategy there would be to do something for rich people's kids. Because that works very well.
Lifestyle factor.
You can tell them that we are a family office and we have a special teacher who can train children on finance. That's a foot in the door strategy. So you don't directly go and say we are very good investment advisors, because they have the best investment advisors knocking their doors every day. Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, everybody, the chief executive must be calling them every day. So what are you going to say? You're going to say we are the best. They'll laugh you off. But now if you offer something that nobody else is offering, and they think, oh, my child can learn because of this, and most rich guys are concerned that the children have had an easy life. They don't understand all this and they'll be in trouble. So if you do something for them, it works wonderfully.
You came up with that idea?
No, I got that from Mark McCormack. Mark McCormack wrote a book called What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School. and he used the strategy for, he was representing athletes. He would go to athletes and say that you give me a certain commission and I'll get you endorsements. So you focus on your game and I'll focus on making money for you. And he would get he would come to know how his clients think and how many children they had and who was a fan of which sport. So he organized a meeting with Martina Navratilova for a client's son. And he says they never forgot for the rest of their lives. They never forgot that I was the man who was responsible for fixing their son's meeting with Martina Navratilova. So it's invaluable, right? Seeing your child happy is, you're never going to forget it. You're never going to forget somebody who's made your kid very happy.
I think Dharmendra, I fully agree with you, because I have used this strategy. Because there was a time when I was managing the portfolio of Middle Eastern rulers. So I was managing the portfolio of one person. At that point in time, I took one minister who was the head of CID of UAE. And now he's
Head of CID?
Head of
Wow.
CID of UAE. So his son, Mohan al-Hafli, actually wanted to learn portfolio management, so I taught him. And after that, suddenly